Ray. How we doing, Ray?
Doing awesome, Tim. How are you, man?
Happy Tuesday. I'm glad to be here. That's for sure.
Yes. Happy and quite a monumentous day to be here, Tim.
Oh,
Good
it is.
job, man.
There's a lot of things to celebrate today. A lot of big numbers.
There is. Good stuff, man.
Let's jump in and start right away with this here. We got 2 minutes,
yeah.
2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. I don't know how fast I can do this, but let's go over it. We got a crown for 2000. We have Venus for, hold on, I gotta make that a little bigger. Venus 1200, Fiesta 1275, Uzbekistan 6900, and Yemen. There you go. That's your favorite.
That's
Yemen.
Yemen
7100.
Woo!
Let's see. I'm gonna switch over and read these real quick. Uzbekistan, the only one of the two countries in the world that can be doubly landlocked, meaning that all the countries surrounding it are also landlocked. The other is Liechtenstein. To reach any coastline from Uzbekistan, one has to cross at least two countries. Rich in gold, its Manitou gold mine is one of the largest open pit gold mines in the world. It's located in Manitou in Kazalkum desert. Produces more about 2 million ounces of gold a year. And it produces the most delicious fruits in the world and high in content of natural sugars. The melon considered one of the most delicious melons in the world.
Huh.
Let me go back and do the refresh.
Uzbekistan. That's unique.
Yeah, it's a gold and fresh fruit. You got to love that.
Yeah. Delicious
so
fresh
I think we
fruit.
got one more minute. Let's go. Yemen.
Yemen.
Home of the world's oldest skyscraper city, the UNESCO listed 16th century old walled city of the Shibam, dubbed the Manhattan of the desert, thanks to its supersized buildings. Cluster of ancient mud skyscrapers soar high above the desert floor, which is like New York's towers. The British explorer Freya Stark coined the title in the 1930s. Some of the skyscrapers reach 7 stories high, 7 stories in mud. Oh boy. Located in the southern part of the Arabian Peninsula, it was previously known as the geographers as Arabia Felix, a Latin name meaning happy Arabia or fertile Arabia.
Yemen.
Let's get back.
16
seconds. Fast gas, people.
Look at that. 2,000, 1,200. I know they're going to be jumping.
Oh, yeah. 2,000, 1,200, 1,275, 7,569, and 7,100. Let's keep our eye and see what kind of action we get tonight.
Yemen's going to go at least 9,000.
Let's see.
Oh, no. 76, 76. I like it. Nice.
76, 76.
What a deal.
2,000, 1,350, a bump for Venus. 1,569, good bump for Fiesta. 75.69 is a little bump for that, right?
Yeah.
And then 76.76. Nice turnout there.
Everything got a little bump at the end. That's nice. That is.
Well, I think the crown stayed at 2,000.
Yes, it did.
But hey, can't complain. Those are good numbers for Apex Bees. 2,000.
It is. That Dow Treasury just keeps going up and up and up, man.
We a month ago we had the ability to pull these down for 6, 7, 8.
I know. Yep.
Somebody's catching on and finding out what's going on.
It is a bunch of stuff is going on, and then you got my crypto adventure. Those are the hashtags. Start writing these down. Get used to it, because I know Midas Mel has some announcements to make, that she's going to be doing stuff with Twitter, and another cool thing that she's going to be doing over there. And you'll probably need some of these hashtags. So definitely keep what My Crypto Adventures is putting out here. It's important, right? We got a lot of cool stuff, planned, and it was like I said, you'll hear some cool announcements from Midas Mel. SBU, SBU Dow, that's good. And then Be the Alpha, that's right. Tonight we are going to have the poker tournament, but we have great news, Tim. I mean, huge.
Oh yeah.
Ridiculous news. And you got it pulled up, I think. And just good evening, Matt. Good to see you. The buzz is high. Yes, it is, George. It is a great day to be a bee, and there is a lot of buzz there, Night Owl.
Well, we might as well point out some good numbers right here before we leave. The Queen's tax vault. So if you got a princess queen or a royal queen, 731.
Yeah,
that's a nice number. 731,000 bee honey, and the Dow Treasury at 55 million, 205 million and a quarter bee honey, which is great. But here, we
Huge.
know is big numbers
Look at that.
right there.
Everybody see that? The secondary sales we have reached 1,000 secondary ETH sales in total volume. That is
Yes.
incredible. That's a great milestone. Amazing. And now we're at a 0.9 ETH floor. But that's huge, man. I mean, really.
We're knocking on the door of 1 ETH a floor, which is amazing. But that 1,000 ETH total volume, that is 10% of the way to releasing the empowerment bees.
Yes.
So, right now it's 2 for 1, which is great. And then it's going to be amazing when we hit 10,000 ETH, the empowerment bees fly free, and you can empower someone, you can empower yourself, whatever you got to do. 10,000 ETH is the goal, and we are 10% of the way there. So really exciting.
Yep. Huge, man. Yep. Got the community talking to each other. That's great. Good evening, KP Queen. How you doing? Good to see you. And yes, hi Donna. Hi Donna Knight. How she got her shows going on to Spaces tomorrow. I think literally right now. I think Austin and Ty, maybe Avi D-Ray. I think some of them are in Twitter Spaces right now. Because again, this is a celebration, man. This is that's huge.
Yeah.
Hitting the 1,000K mark in ETH. That's nothing to sneeze at there, Tim.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And then look at this. We're only how many goals away for this? No, it's 11.
11 more
right?
goals.
Wow. 11 more goals for the next Royal to get in there.
Yeah.
That's not too far away. That's excellent. I'm excited.
Beautiful. Right here you can see 339 goals. Blue team has 158. Red team has 181. So the Reds got a slight edge.
Slight.
But yeah, it says right over here 339 out of 350. 11 goals needed to release this bee over here.
Yep.
Beautiful royal bee coming down the line.
Yep.
And
let me get this.
Just past that, explain this one to me, Ray. 450 goals is going to release the royal bee of Argentina. Is that right?
That is correct. 450 goals. That means you get soccer bees, right? You get that 450. And remember that the World Cup bees, which are the apex bees with the soccer body, that counts for 7, right? So they're not a count for 1. That counts for 7 when they go in. That's obviously a nice jump when you put one of those World Cup bees in, right?
Nice.
So it is nice. Very good. Good stuff. And I got some questions in here. 3 princess bees. And then let me get this. Matt, do queen bees yield bee honey from the queen tax vault and Dow treasury? Well, you do that vault that you see if you go back to the actual OpenSea. The vault that you see up there with 700 some thousand, Matt, that's already to the queens, right? You got 600 and some princess queens and 200 and some royal queens, and they split that. That's within those queens and princess queens. So as you start seeing what these start going for these princesses, you're going to understand why. Again, people are starting to read the documents, and it's a huge thing. That is already there, right? They don't get 10% of that 731,878 bee honey. That is already within each one of the royals and princesses. That's in there, right? Now the Dow Treasury, there's a lot of different mechanics going on. Like when this auction finishes, a portion goes over to we were talking about it the other day, like a liquidity pool token, and that liquidity pool token is the honeypots, right? And if no one buys honeypots that day, Matt, then yes, that bee honey is sent off to a burn contract, and portions are also dispersed as taxes. Go and reread the documents because there's a lot there. But it's really neat on how different things move, right? So, but if bee honey or the honey pots were purchased, then the bee honey that comes over from that auction actually gets merged and puts into those honey pots, which are liquidity pool tokens, and then it gets dispersed out. So, just saying, a lot of mechanics, a lot of thought went into this. There's a lot of things, a lot of moving parts, but it all benefits us, and that's the beautiful part about the bees. Is that we are 100% owners of this entire system. There isn't some Yuga Labs that's overarching that gets the majority or the lion's share of any of the bee honey or any of the profits of when you're starting to be a venture capitalist 3.0, when we're starting to use the Dow Treasury and into other projects and doing that kind of stuff. Obviously, we wouldn't do it now because the bee honey, the token is not at a price where you're going to go selling bee honey. We're going to get it to where the price needs to be, and then we access and use that treasury with projects that we see that have that same vision as we do. But yes, a lot of amazing things, a lot of great stuff. But yes, that number right there, that's already in the Queens.
Hey, Ray.
Yep.
While we're over here, you mentioned some things that we're climbing and everything. Where's our ranking? Where can I find that again? We were 18th last time.
Yeah. Well, I mean that it depends on the 24. I think if you go, let's see, if you let me look here. It adjusts. It's hard to see on yours. Yours. If you scroll all the way to the top, you're down a little bit at the bottom. You see if you scroll, keep going. Is it all the way to the top?
That's the top.
All right, then just go to OpenSea, the logo up there.
Yep.
I don't see yours. You just hit OpenSea, the logo.
Yep.
And then see view all.
View all.
Down in the middle of the page, view all right there.
Got it.
And then you can either do, you do like 7 days or 30 days. Hold on. You got to go to top. See the top? It's on trending right now. Go to top. And then just do, 7 days or even 30 days. You could do either 7 or see to the right. You're on 24 hours, do 7 or 30. But then scroll down, now you'll see this is the 7 day, I guess you'd say moving average on, the ETH. And you just keep going. Because I think we're around 300, probably maybe 400 now. ETH.
Well, let's go to 30 days, right?
Right.
Weren't we at 18th? What were we with the 18th?
Of course, because like a few days ago, Tim, we had like 33, 40, almost 40 ETH that was done in a 24-hour period. So yes, it adjusts, right? So yes.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. Well, I don't know where it is today, but this is going to be cool to watch this keep climbing. We're jumping back and forth, but we're in there. We're starting to get up there.
A steady growth, man. I mean, that's the whole idea. I mean, it's it's the whole kind of the thing. I mean, that's why you like the chart that we're doing. There it is.
There we are. 68 at 404 ETH up. What is that percentage, Ray?
3,172% from where it was 30 days.
That. 30
from
days,
where it was 30 days ago. That is a good number. That's right.
That's a nice number right there.
It is. Yep. No, it is. And that's what you look, people look at that. That obviously garners a lot of attention. People see that. They're always looking for something that's trending. That's a huge number. And yes, that is only from 30 days ago. Obviously, if you click the 30-day, that's what it's going by. Yep.
Yeah. Beautiful. That's good when everybody goes, oh, crypto, you're in trouble. You got worries. What? Oh yeah. Go ahead and check it out on OpenSea there. 3,172% over 30 days. Woo!
Well, and it is another great thing is that this is all decentralized, right? NFTs are not. I guess you can on OpenSea. I've never done OpenSea NFTs. I'm sure I know they got their own wallet, but everything, even these are assets, just like cryptocurrencies. They're very unique. We know they're non-fungible tokens, but this is crypto too. But all of this crypto is sitting on our decentralized wallets. Some scam bankman fraud can't come and out the back door with your NFTs. It can't happen, right? We have it on the Ethereum blockchain. We use MetaMask. We use Ledger. Those are ways to interact with the Ethereum blockchain. They're like windows, so you can see to the Ethereum blockchain, and that's where your stuff is sitting, and that's where it's living. It's not living on some FTX garbage where this centralized system where he can just kind of pull the plug and rug everybody, right? That's not what's happening here. So yes, it's great. We hold all our assets, and yes, that's a beautiful thing. If you look through all the other projects, nobody's going up 3,000%.
That's gonna be hard to find somebody beating that number.
Yep, and that's good. That's only 30 days, and we got a lot of room to grow. It's been a nice steady. You can look at the charts. I'm not saying to do that, but you can look at the charts, and it's just an awesome steady growth, and a lot of new people coming in. A lot of even bees that haven't been kind of plugged in. I can understand if you're in this market, you're like, I don't even want to look at my wallet, man. But you hear the rumblings, you hear people reaching back out to you, talking about a soccer game that we're doing. You hear other kind of cool games that we're going to be doing. So people start plugging back in, and they see what's going on. And yes, good thing you're in a great NFT project that is more than just hype, more than just sweeping floors, more than just kind of going in the Discord and tell you, let's go to the moon, right? There's a lot more to this. This is a real DeFi NFT project that there isn't like this in crypto. So, yep, I'm excited. It's awesome. And then, and then we got a little poker to play tonight there, Tim. We're going to do that tonight. We're also going to jump over into Discord, and we're going to be doing some of that while we're playing poker. Plus, just discussing all this great. We're not probably going to talk about poker. We're going to talk about how amazing we just hit the 1,000K ETH mark for secondary sales. Just what that means. Yeah, it's huge, man. I mean, it is. It really was. What was it? Only just like 3 weeks ago, we were only at like 400 or 500, man.
Yeah.
Right. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, you don't go 3,000% not going anywhere.
Yes.
It was 3,000% less 30 days ago. So yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. And everybody's making a great effort to spread the word about all the games and action that we got going. So whatever you got, and get in the Discord. You don't have to have a B to get in the Discord.
Nope.
Play in the games. Participate, ask questions, find out what's going on. Read the docs, like we've said before. We're growing. So if you don't completely understand, read those docs and ask questions. If you've got a friend that said, "Yeah, how your bees doing?" You go, "Just fine. Come and take a look."
That's right.
It's amazing. So I'm happy to, because everybody goes, "Oh, you were in crypto. Oh, it's too bad." So I just point them to this page over here and say, "Yeah, it's tough. We went up 3,000% in the last 30 days."
Well, you have tripled. I mean, anybody can go and you see probably at least 20 to 30 sales a day. If you list your B, you can it will go, right?
Right.
They're kind of steadily selling at 0.85, 0.9. We started out at 0.83 or 0.83, 0.83, right? That's quite the growth.
Absolutely.
That's almost 10x.
Yeah.
Man.
And of course, I just put up there our favorite disclaimer that we are bee owners and bee honey owners. And although we find this very entertaining, this is in no way financial advice. So
no, I'm just telling you about the good time we're having with our bees. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's a great game. I love this financial game. It's a financial game. You get to learn about taxes, and you get to learn about how to yield farm. But it's all automated, Tim. It's all in your stuffed in your NFT and your bee. It's a magical JPEG, man.
And it's all set in smart contracts. Nobody's finagling things around or anything like that. It's all because it's set up properly with smart contracts, and people now are making an effort to build the value because you are, one B, one vote, and the effort that you put in is directly related to the results of the group. Presenting yourself and this group as the potential that it has to your friends and family, and participating with everybody else and getting in on the action is causing all this excitement. So there's no one to turn to saying, "Oh, this is the reason why you guys are successful." There's not one person. I mean, the developers set up these smart contracts, which was a beautiful thing, but you could set up the contracts, and if we didn't have this community to make the effort, you'd have nothing but smart contracts sitting there doing nothing. So it's a perfect combination. They set up a great financial system. What is that? Quantum circular finance?
Quantum circular economics, Tim.
Economics. There we go. Quantum circular economics.
To your point, it is excellent because the devs even bought their bees. The people who kind of helped build all this. Everybody, it's a great part. But go ahead, my bad, man.
No, I mean, I'm just saying it wouldn't be anything without the bees, the people, the one for one vote, and all this kind of stuff. Because devs build stuff all day long and it fall flat on their face if they can't, sell it and see the interest and explain all that stuff. I mean, devs, I don't want to count anybody short, but aren't, salesmen. They're not, the energy behind the thing. They'll build it. They've consulted with the best, figuring out this financial system where it's just going to feed on itself and be just a beautiful thing. And when you can set that up the right way and get people excited about it, we're on our way to, bigger and better things, which is it's just so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
You know, and look, we haven't even hit a year yet. And
Nope.
I'm just amazed at where we are after a year. You know, you hear a lot of things, you know, that skyrocketed to the moon, and, you know, gravity took them back down because they either weren't built right or tied to something else. And, you know, affected by the major markets in crypto, with tied to fraud or just over leveraged other things. But we don't have that. We're our own ecosystem, a DeFi NFT, which, you know, leverages upon itself and upon its community, set up with these smart contracts. I don't want to say, well, I'm not going to say it, like indefensible, you know,
Yes.
indestructible. But,
Yes.
you know, we're set up. We're set up to win,
Yes.
and again, that's for entertainment purposes only.
It is. It's complete. Like I said, it's completely different. And again, you know, that's why I did bring up the devs. Everybody put into this, right? A lot of projects usually give out for working or doing this. It's never been like this. This whole community is pure, where everybody put in and purchased bees or crypto or bee honey or any of that stuff, and
Yeah.
and that's what does make things pure and clean. Because usually, what you see, especially in the ICO days, or even just a year ago. And people are still doing it with the tokenomics, right? They give a little chunk to the group or the foundation or the founders and all that. And then, you know, as people come in, that's when they, you know, dump it on people and make their profits. It's not like that here. That's why, again, you won't see that. The whales,
Right.
the founders, the devs, us that been here since the beginning, I would never sell something, right, in this
Right.
ecosystem, because I know what we have here. And it's
Mhm.
different. If it's a whole different mindset when you come and it was already given to you, right? It means it has no value to you, right? You see it just going up a little bit, and that's why people, they'll just sell it and they'll dump it on that. You know, we all believe in the project that we are all here building because we purchased the tokens, we purchased the NFTs, and we've got to be with each other for all over 2.5 years, doing Zoom calls, doing spaces together for 60 some days. You know, the Zoom calls were a year and a half every night. This YouTube, Tim and I, we've been doing it for 2 years, right? This is
Yeah.
a project we all believe in. If you don't, then that is a problem, right? Then you might need to sell your B and head on. I don't know anything else out there that you know, I'm into with crypto. I mean, of course, we have, you know, people have Bitcoin, Ethereum. I don't know them though. I mean, I believe obviously it's a you know, the granddaddy of them all, Bitcoin and stuff. But I don't know those people. I mean, I do know the people here, and yeah, it's just it's an amazing thing to kind of you know, have a relationship and know what's really going on, and being a part of a community that has great communication, and all of it is built on the Ethereum blockchain. You brought it up. I mean, it's truly decentralized, right? Everything is smart contracts. There is not something that, like we started out with FTX. Nothing is going through somebody that needs to get an okay, right?
Right.
Tim brought it up with the 1B1 vote. All of it is done because you have own that JPEG. And if you start, you might not being able to own NFTs, and as this keeps going up, then you buy Bee Honey, right? There's another way to get in and be a part of this community. There's always going to be ways, and obviously, you know, things can change. You know that you know, as NFT groups grow, you know, they're ready for maybe some kind of one-off, you know, generative type, you know, artwork, maybe a little baby bee. I don't know, zombie bees, but right now we have these bees, and you know, it just shows that we're the ownership of this organization, and it's pretty incredible because, again, you don't see that across the board with like the apes. The apes is you know, the labs, the Yuga Labs, right? Same
Right.
thing with the crypto punks. But yeah, Will, right on, man. 1,000 ETH, that is amazing. And like, life is a game. It is, Scott. It can be. Sometimes it's a rough game, but you know, this has been a, you know, a journey, and we've got to, you know, like I said, know each other, trust in each other, build together, go through difficult things like this, you know, this crypto crash. It definitely is, right? But we all got to, you know, talk to each other and understand, hey, FTX and all this centralized stuff, it's not the same thing. We're not even in the same league. You know, that's again where we can comfort and help each other understand. And yes, this is the time to go and tell family and friends to just come into the Discord. That doesn't even take any you know, effort or them buying any crypto. They just come in, experience what we're doing over here, get to know the community, and then maybe down the line, right, they get into something, but they can start being involved in this game, and that's neat too, right? You don't need to
Well,
own a bee.
they can start buying bee honey,
Yep.
accumulating that until
Yep.
they can, because we all the bees want bee honey to go up, and
Yeah.
the bee honey is what's stuffed inside each one of these NFTs. So
It is.
obviously we want that to go up. So if you start by buying just as much bee honey as you can or can afford, that's always a great first step. If you save up enough to chase these apex bees on the way up because they've never been higher, and the princess bees and royal bees are getting out of sight. It's an amazing place to be. But when bee honey goes up, all the bees get paid
Yeah.
and have more value inside each one of them. So it's just an amazing setup, and all that bee honey that's already baked inside 98.2%
Mm-hmm.
of the bee honey is
No, it's
already
90.
stuffed inside.
Yeah, something like 99.22%, I think, something like that.
99.2. All right, I was
Yeah,
off by 1%.
it's all
But
right.
yeah, that's all inside already. And it's just an amazing system. So read those docs and get in there, and then just come have fun with us inside the Discord
Yep.
and chat it up and learn whatever you need to know. Somebody will be there to answer that question.
Yep. Absolutely. And just know that bethealpha.com, we will be doing that tournament. It's still passcode BVIP, all lowercase. And we're gonna be playing poker there in the next 8, 9 minutes, 7 minutes. Right.
All right.
So let
So
me
is that it for us then tonight? We'll wrap it up and get a glass of water and get ready for the poker game.
yeah, man. Yep.
Do you want to put the link to Discord in there
Okay, yeah. Let me
so that people can join along?
Yeah, this is where you want to kind of jump in with the Discord. If you're not in Discord, there's the link I just dropped in there. Join that, and then we'll have a discussion in the where is it called? Let's see, the general voice. It's right under the English and Spanish. You'll see a general voice. You'll probably start seeing people in there. But again, also look in Twitter Spaces. I think Austin. I don't know if it's under him or crypto_swarm. Maybe even Ty. I think they're currently doing a Spaces right now because it's celebration time, man.
Yeah.
Every one of these wins, because this is a win, man. This is a huge win. You're in crypto, and the whole space is in a down bear market, and we in less than a month have tripled the value of our NFT project. So that is something to be super proud of, and it's our community, man. We should all be proud of that. That's something we all worked for, and we are a very strong community that grinded through. And one thing you ever should look at, go back and look at Binance and see what they did back in 2016, 2017, 2018. All they did is their own ecosystem. They focused on what they were building, and they continued to build out what they were doing. I know some of it is, they got centralized exchanges. That CZ, you hear them a lot doing, maybe kind of triggering the whole FT thing. And then, hey, whatever. It has to happen. But you got to understand what they did. They didn't kind of over leverage. They kept building, kept doing things like that. I don't know how it's all going to pan out with Binance, but I knew they grew in a bear market. And that's what you did. That's what we did. We grew in a bear market because we focused on our ecosystem and just keep building what we're doing. So another big shout out to the whales in our group. Big shout out to the devs, and a big shout out to our community. Congratulations. This is a huge accomplishment. So it's a great thing.
Absolutely. All right, if you haven't hit that link to the Discord, get in there because we're going to start playing poker in 4 minutes, and then you can chat along with us. What? There's 100 M2 bounty on Tim and Ray. Ping me. I will send it. Not much there, but have fun with it. He wants us to get knocked out of the poker game.
George, he's putting bounties. Yeah, that's funny.
We just talked about how great this community is and fun. And now we got the target on our back.
That's it. That's fun. That's good fun right there. That's good stuff. But yeah, no, man. I'll see everybody over there. And like I said, it's all fun, man. We're just having a blast. It's all free. The game is free, and let's just have a good time.
But you can win real bee honey, free to enter, and somebody wins. So that's why we got targets on our back. Somebody's after that bee honey.
That's it. Cool.
All right, very good. I'm gonna play us out. Thank you, Ray.
Cool. Thanks,
We'll see you
everybody.
again tomorrow night.
See you, man.